And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Chance, surely! That's another chance! Oh, taken with style! They are right back in business!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best.
Great chance! And it's a goal!
And now it's all about how they handle this from here. Edging ahead again in this second half is best followed up with a bold mindset, a bold approach. The skipper set the example. It's up to his teammates now to follow.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And yes, it's him again. Madrid take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Camavinga. Now it's Rodrigo. And he's worked it through. And well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Rabiot. And Hernandez. Passing nice and neat.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe! There's the shot! They've scored! And this is getting better and better. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 4.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Now it's Endrick. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. France still have the cards to affect this game. And here's Mbappe, who's chosen to go back. Oh, this is a great position. Goulet.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neatly clipped into space.
That's a shame, because it was such a good decision.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Diaz. Valverde. Looking for the run. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Yongmin. Fofana. Doué. Nicely weighted ball. Bakula! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there. Fofana. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. Konate with the slide tackle there. Yongmin. Now it's Mbappe. Nice looking ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That's a good ball out wide. Valverde. Now it's Endrick. And it's Arda Güler. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, that's a fine challenge. 2 minutes to be added on. Brahim Diaz. Now there's a fine ball. Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear. And that will be the final act. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Koundé. Now it's Thuram. That is ended up in no man's land. Played back. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential, someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball. On a good day, he can really be unplayable coming inside.
I think Mbappe is on his own. Oh, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
Well, his positioning was just...
Thuram! It's been blocked. Danger averted for now. Bellingham. No goals as yet. Now it's Rodrigo. He's through, now is he in? He has a look up, and he's had a shot! And that's caused a worry or two. Koundé. Now it's Mbappe. Rabiot. Dembele. Rabiot. France finding their passes. Looking here to chip it through. Bellingham. Camavinga. Yongmin. Now it's Rodrigo. Rodrigo going full steam ahead down the left flank. Vinicius Junior. That's good play. They're urging him to shoot. Tries to play it through. Caught offside that time. Bellingham. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Thuram. Approaching the half-hour mark. Out to the left it goes. And here's Rodrigo. And that's been intercepted. Rabiot. Olise. Eder Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there. Played back in. He's in a good position here. And the shot! He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Vinicius Junior, and he's managed to get free. Rodrigo has another go. It's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Vinicius Junior duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Yongmin running with the ball.
Pretty robust defending.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Thuram. Yongmin, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Olise. Rabiot. It's a good spell of possession, this. Camavinga. And there's the end of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
And we are back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And here, big chance! He scored! The second half off to a spectacular start.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
France get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Takes a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. France have reclaimed it. Olise, good-looking ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Thuram, can he get it? And the shot! He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
So smooth, a signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He is through here. Nice interception, well timed. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Bellingham. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution shapes to shoot! Goal! France! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
France go into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in, and that is expertly dealt with. Koundé goes back to front.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Rabiot has given away a free kick.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7.
We have got changes here for both
8.
sides, in fact.
Le numéro 14. Le numéro 15.
France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Le numéro 26. Le numéro
Saliba.
25.
Now it's
Le
Mbappe.
numéro 4.
Saliba.
Attention, changement.
Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Alaba. Valverde. And here's Endrick. Now, can they get him away?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Valverde. And here's Endrick. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking to play him in. Great chance! It's loose now. In he goes again. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Barcola. Fofana. Played out to the right. That's a throw. Thuram gets flagged offside.
France really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Fofana. Oh, good spread. Barcola. Now that looks a decent ball. Doué. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And here's Mbappe. Brahim Diaz.
Il y aura 4 minutes.
Brahim Diaz! Sticks it away! They have stolen level at the last! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final.
And the finish! That's another chance! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Madrid complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And that's it. France illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Oh, shooting chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good ball! Mbappe. Rodrigo. He's a sharp little ball here. Back into the middle. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Mbappe. Olise. Yongmin. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Vinicius Junior. Koundé wins the duel this time. That's a good ball out wide. Dembele. That's tidy. Thuram. That's an excellent interception. Spread it left. Vinicius Junior. France are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Konate.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It could be danger here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Closing in on goal. Oh, he's been caught napping. Takes a shot. He's got away with one there.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tries to get it clear. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele touches it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
But that has not gone well. Yongmin knocks it into space. France can try it again now. Corner number 2 then. Bellingham attempts a clearance. Can he get on the end of this? Yongmin. Rodrigo given the lift of his goal. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's managed to get free. Real chance! Yongmin. Foot in. And it's Dembele. Olise. And here's Thuram. That's Rabiot. Picked out brilliantly. Can he finish? It's in! France are back on level terms.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
No luck with that dink over the top. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Thuram, there he goes, motoring forward. Thinks about the shot. Thuram. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's a pretty loose pass. That pass has been well intercepted. Thuram. Quality ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, good take in a good area. Chance! Goal!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball.
There is the half-time whistle. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's looking wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Brilliantly cut out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Thuram herring after the ball here. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Nicely weighted ball. Yongmin. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Camavinga. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Yongmin. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Lovely, now then. Decent chance! It's there! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration,
Changement pour la France.
voila.
Le numéro 7, le numéro 11, le numéro 8, le numéro 14, le numéro 15. À leur place,
Both sides then
le
taking
numéro
this
20,
chance to turn to
le
their
numéro
benches.
24, le numéro 26.
Quite a thriller this
le
one's
numéro
become.
6,
This
le
is
numéro
exactly
4.
the kind of contest
Changement.
you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Doué. Mbappe. Valverde. And that's gone loose.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's got away. A lot of space ahead of him.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that looks a decent ball. Thuram. Good ball, good take. Plenty of... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Mbappe.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's a threatening ball. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. And here's Thuram. Now it's Barcola. He's found a way through. Out of play for a goal kick. Tries to play it through. Alexander-Arnold. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And it's Valverde. Looking for the run.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now he's got space here. Camavinga. Now it's Thuram.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Fofana. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Goulet.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Plays the return pass. And it's Valverde. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and out. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
The action has already started. Now it's Mbappe. And the finish! And it's a goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
And he draws the sweetest of pictures.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, it's Dembele.
That was lovely, that.
Olise. That's good play. And it's Rabiot. Bellingham.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Bellingham. And here's Thuram. Rabiot. And once more he proves rigid and robust. It's a quick one. And it's Hernandez. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. France leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. A lovely pass, but can he get there? Eder Militao, Yongmin, Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. And no, that was never going to make it. And he's gone long. Dembele. Hernandez. Konate. Bellingham does really well to win the ball there. And it's Rabiot. Olise. And here's Thuram. Oh, he's burst through. Shapes to shoot. He's scored. 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Yongmin. He's a sharp little ball here. France looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Rabiot. Olise. Now it's Thuram. Good ball, good take. He's found a way through.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's come to nothing. And it's half-time here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
France sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Here's the start of the second half. And they win it back again. Saliba, Olise, all played for Dembele. Now it's Thuram, and it's Rabiot. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then, France presented with a golden opportunity here. Courtois, in the context of the game, he must save it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
Judge, surely! They've done it! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Mbappe. Eder Militao. And he's intervened well there. Hernandez. Konate. And he's gone searching crossfield. Dembele looks to get on the end of this. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Mbappe! Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Camavinga, oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. Dembele, Olise, Yongmin, passing is crisp and sharp. Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And it's Yongmin. Olise. Foot in. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham.
This is the time you need that pace.
Rodrigo is on his own. And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper, but I think he read the situation very well.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's being urged to shoot. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Yongmin, Bellingham. And he was quick to react. And he's managed to get free. Now, can he find a finish? Well, Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Olise, Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11. Le numéro 14.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Le numéro 17.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Le numéro 25.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's hit the crossbar. Oh no, it's an own goal!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Desperate defending required here. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Chance! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Barcola. That's tidy. Doué. Barcola. And it's Conte. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you summarise what we've seen today, then? Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well read, and the danger is averted. Bellingham gets good distance on it. Camavinga. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's had it nicked away. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can realise how key a player he really is. And I suppose in many ways you can call him the perfect example of the modern fullback.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Camavinga has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Now it's Thuram. Oh, that's fabulous. He's found... Goes for a shot! Goal, France! There is the breakthrough! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe, and the shot! No mistake! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement's so precise. Can he finish? Goal, France! And again they hit the front. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played.
Chance, surely! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Yongmin. And here's Rodrigo. Now it's Rodrigo. Olise. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. More and more pressure on the ball here. 15 minutes till half-time. Olise. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bellingham. And he cuts out the supply. Yongmin. Thuram. Camavinga. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Vinicius Junior!
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Passing is crisp and sharp. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Bellingham. Mbappe! Rodrigo is onto this. Dembele. Now it's Thuram. And it's Dembele. He can run onto that. Thuram gets into some space. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Vinicius Junior.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Yongmin. Bellingham. It's
Il y
Camavinga.
aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He has found the way through. Showing good feet. Turns and goes back. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Yongmin gets across to intercept that. Now he's got space here. It's a pretty loose pass. That's the throw. Rabiot. And here's Thuram. And the pass is intercepted. Nice bit of trickery. Olise.
Such good technique.
Nicely weighted ball. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And this is Dembele. Camavinga. No, he's not getting his way this time. Looking for the run. Oh, cracking ball. And the shot! And that has been cleared. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Oh, he's found support out wide. Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Olise. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Rabiot. And it's Rabiot. So what can they make of this? Knocks it into space. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, nice touch. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Camavinga. Chooses to go back. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Hernandez. That's Rabiot. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. And that has left him in a heap. Camavinga really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, what has happened here? That'll be a goal kick.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 11. Le numéro 7. Le numéro 15.
Hernandez chooses to go crossfield.
Le numéro 26.
Goulet.
Le numéro 25. Le numéro 24.
And here's Mbappe. Valverde. This looks promising. Shapes to shoot! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball.
And that's that. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's just the goalkeepers and a chance! It's there!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Saliba cuts it out. Rabiot. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Thuram proves just a little bit too strong. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got away. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. And he's cut it out. Thuram. Now that looks a decent ball. No, that's been intercepted. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Rodrigo. Can he get it through? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Has a look and plays it forward. Mbappe. Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Aims beyond the defence. Mbappe! Rabiot, quality ball. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. And it's Yongmin. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Rodrigo. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. And the return pass. Here's Yongmin. Konate promptly onto that, and that is that. Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's another good win of the ball. Thuram battling down that right flank.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Yongmin, Koundé.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Thuram, and here's Mbappe. Now then, the ball's come loose. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. Now Eder Militao. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rodrigo. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's managed to get free. He's having a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Now it's Thuram. Now it's Olise. Played out towards the right wing. And that is expertly dealt with. And the counter is on. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Shifted it to the flank. He has found the way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's intervened well there. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. And the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Dembele. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Yongmin. He has a look out. Oh, important interception. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So your views on the first half?
France really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe! Shot a goal! Rabiot. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. Knocks it into space. Mbappe gets into a good position. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. And he's running through. Good take, and is he in? This might spell danger. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Yongmin. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7, le numéro 14, le numéro 11.
Oh, good read.
That's great
8,
positioning, so good
le
from him.
numéro 15. À leur place, le numéro 20, le numéro 12.
France are,
le
of
numéro
course, in a
24,
position to go to the
numéro
bench and to
26,
need a rise.
Le numéro 4.
He's being urged to
Changement
shoot.
en cours.
And he's gone backward here. Oh, this is a great position. Thuram.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mbappe being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Goulet is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Out of play for a goal kick. Doué. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Valverde could move up a gear here. Dink through. Brahim Diaz picks it up out wide. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Doué. Into the last quarter of an hour. Endrick. Plays a sharp little ball here. Valverde. There's the shot! Yes! And they are cruising away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there. That
Shoots! He's got a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! And that is about as cool as they come. He